Hello and welcome back, guys. In our video series in which we are doing English literature through MCQ. This is the fourth episode. So in this episode we are going to study 10 questions which will help you in your study for English literature in the upcoming UGC Net examination. So let us get started. So I will be giving you some 5 seconds to write your answers, and at the end of the video you can comment down and tell me how many answers you have gotten right. Okay, so the first question is, who is the author of the novel The Catcher in the Rye? So option A is J.D. Salinger, option B Ernest Hemingway, option C F. Scott Fitzgerald, or option D John Steinbeck. So the right answer to this question is option A, J.D. Salinger. So some information about the question here. The Catcher in the Rye is an American novel by J.D. Salinger that was partially published in serial form in 1945 and 46 before being novelized in 1951. The novel talks about angst and alienation and is a critique of superficiality in society. Alright. Okay, so let us move forward with the second question. Okay, who coined the term stream of consciousness to describe a narrative technique? Option A, Option A, William James. Option B, Virginia Woolf. Option C, James Joyce. Or option D, Marcel Proust. Okay, ready? So the second question's answer is option A, William James. So some information about the question. The term stream of consciousness was first coined by psychologist William James in The Principles of Psychology in 1983, when he described it as consciousness is an uninterrupted flow. A river or a stream are the metaphors by which it is most naturally described. Okay, so let us move ahead with our third question. Okay, which of these is not a play by William Shakespeare? So this is a very easy question. Okay, so the right answer for this question is option B, the Duchess of Malfi. So some information about the Duchess of Malfi. So the Duchess of Malfi is a Jacobean revenge tragedy written by dramatist John Webster in 1612 and 1612 to 1613. Okay. So the next question is, which of these is not a genre of European literature from the classical age to the 20th century? Option A, epic. Option B, tragedy. Option C, romance. Or option D, haiku. So of course the odd one out here is option D, haiku. Haiku is a Japanese poetic form that consists of only 3 lines. Okay. So now towards the fifth question. Who is the author of the poem Do Not Go Gentle in That Good Night? Option A, W.B. Yeats. Option B, Dylan Thomas. Option C, T.S. Eliot. Or option D, Robert Frost. Okay, so the right option for this question is option B, Dylan Thomas. So in this poem, Thomas is saying that life is precious and should be fought for at every turn. So he's saying that life is precious and should be fought for at every turn. Okay. So we have the sixth question. Who wrote the essay A Room of One's Own, based on a series of lectures on women and fiction? So this again is a very simple question. Option A, Simone de Beauvoir. Option B, Virginia Woolf. Option C, Mary Wollstonecraft. Option D, George Eliot. So obviously the right answer to this question is option B, Virginia Woolf. A Room of One's Own is an extended essay by Virginia Woolf, first published in September 1929. The work is based on two lectures by Woolf delivered in October 1928 at Newnham College and Winston College at University of Cambridge. All right. So the seventh question is, which of these is a play by Oscar Wilde? So again, it is a very straightforward question. So the first option is Pygmalion. Option B is The Importance of Being Earnest. Option C, Arms and the Man. And option D, Waiting for Godot. Okay, ready with your answer? Okay. So the right option for this question is option B, The Importance of Being Earnest. So some information about the play. It is a farcical comedy in which the protagonist maintains fictitious presence to escape burdensome social obligation. All right. So the eighth question. Which of these is a characteristic of postmodernism in literature? Okay, option A is metafiction and intertextuality. Option B, rationality and order. Option C, heroism and morality. Or option D, tradition and authority. So the right answer to this question is option A, metafiction and intertextuality. So let us get to know what these two terms are. Metafiction refers to stories in which the characters, author or narrator acknowledges the fact that they are part of a fiction. Okay, and intertextuality is the complex interrelationship between a text and other text taken as a basic to the creation or interpretation of the text. Okay. Okay, so the ninth question. Who wrote the essay The Function of Criticism at the Present Time? Option A, Matthew Arnold. Option B, John Ruskin. Option C, Thomas Carlyle. Or option D, Walter Peter. So the right answer for this question is option A, Matthew Arnold. And Arnold is insisting that criticism's proper role should be to learn and propagate the best that is known and thought in the world. Okay. So the last question of today's episode is, which of these is a play by Samuel Beckett? Alright. So option A, Endgame. Option B, The Caretaker. Option C, The Homecoming. Or option D, The Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead. Okay, so the right answer for this question is, of course, option A, Endgame. So the Endgame is a play by Samuel Beckett. It is an absurd, tragicomic one-act play about a bland, paralyzed and domineering elderly man. Okay, so this was all about today's episode. I hope you liked it, and if you liked it, please like and subscribe. We will return with another quiz. Thank you so much.